Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Redneckin' It. Today, because of a comment I received, and it really made a lot of sense, and I don't know why I didn't think of doing this before, because I guess I don't listen to my phone as a radio, but so many people do. In that, they're usually cupping their hands so they can redirect stuff, and this and that. Well, I got a nice little redneck way to come up. It's just thinking out of the box. Little idea that will do that for you and keep your hands free and free from falling asleep. Now, when we were kids, okay, now this is a test cone for practice. But you know how when you're kids, you're talking through a megaphone. Yeah, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? It's loud, right? Okay, well, let's say you're at a party. Your friend's stereo sucks, and they don't have very good music, and so you're like, I'm just gonna stream some music through my phone outside, because you're outside and the music's inside, it's dull, whatever. So you're listening to your phone, and it sounds like crap. I mean, nobody else can really hear it, and even if you set it up somewhere, it's really tinny sounding, right? It doesn't have any bass. It comes from speakers, usually much larger speakers, subwoofers, to get that low end. There's a quick, easy way to get the low end and get more volume out of your little phone, and you can kind of be the life of the party as well, I suppose, or just you want to make it to where other people can hear it, and you want to projecting the sound better. So, going along with this megaphone, well, what can you can make a megaphone out of a piece of newspaper, okay? Now I just really quick wrapped this up and checked it out. It actually works beautifully. A newspaper, well, it has a rubber band on it. I just grabbed a newspaper that we had, sitting outside, rolled it up, made it a megaphone, and slide the phone down and stuff it in around, so the rubber band's around it, and I close that off. Well, so now since you're streaming, now you got a megaphone. It makes your speakers sound better. It adds more bass. It takes that little real high frequency. Well, now imagine frequency. You have a low frequency. Now that you could just imagine a low frequency moves at a slower rate. However, it does carry a really long ways because it's of slow frequency, and it has a lot of power behind that frequency. So that's why you hear people driving with systems, they're subwoofers, long before you hear any highs and mids. The reason is because the higher frequency is a super high vibration, so it's bouncing all over the place, and it runs out of steam quick. The frequency can't sustain that high of attitude, I guess, for a very long sustained amount. It'll die out quick through air. I know I'm trying to make it easy. And another way to make this even sound better, I would put this in a corner to better amplify the sound waves that as it's coming out here, it's going away, but then it's getting hit by other walls and gets re-vibrated back into the room. Now, personally, I tried this thing, and I walked out of this room, and I walked away when I just had it just like this, and yeah, I really couldn't hear it very well. I put this in here, and I can hear this. I could hear it all the way into my bathroom, which is 3 rooms away. It's a ways down there, which I couldn't hear it before from my bedroom. So it makes a difference, and I think it just sounds better. So, quick, easy tip for that. Second, a paper plate, some tape. I was gonna use a piece of paper, and you could totally take a piece of copy paper. You get the idea, and you know what I'm saying now, and just start experimenting from there. It's free. This is stuff that you have around your house. It's not going to cost you. You don't have to run out and go grab some. You probably have paper plates and some copy paper and some tape hanging around. Give it a shot. See how it works. Moving on to this little guy. Now, as you notice, you put the phone right there. It has a very interesting curvature. Actually, pretty much ideal curvature. Okay. I'm going to do it a couple ways, because there's a couple ideas here that I keep coming up with just, off the top of my head. And see, this way you can try it, see if it works for you. If you like this idea, great. If you don't, great. It's cool, because I didn't cost you any money to go try it, this is awesome. So, piece of tape, right? Okay, now with the paper, with the rest of it like this, okay, this is obviously doing everything your hand is doing right here, and it's redirecting that. Now, if you want more redirection, you can take this and start bending it up, get it a little bit more redirection. You really want to try to see in your mind's eye, see what sound's doing. Because sound is a very interesting thing. It really is. And if you really start looking at it and do a little research about it, yeah, sound's pretty much everything. Okay, so that piece of tape sucked. But, okay, you get the idea. Quick. Now you're like, okay, well, I'm holding a plate now. Let's make this plate into a kickstand. Okay, so here we go. I just cut that, cut it, folded it. Alright, now this is not going to really work as a kickstand yet, but just bear with me. So as we go, we need to make this strong. And in order to make this strong, we have to make, because it's just flopping over, we need to position a little angle here. The cool thing is, when you're positioning the angle, you want to make note on where you want to view your screen. This will work on tablets because it's big enough for most tablets. With a little extra cutting off of this one side that you don't have speakers on, then that you don't need it. So let's make I'm making the incision real fast. Now, again, throw a little tape on that. Alright, so yeah, there you have it. I mean, it's a nice, super quick, cheap, and quite effective little sound redirector that's now a little mini TV stand for you. It's like a 3-in-1 on that deal. Okay, now that was one way. Well, actually 2 ways. So that's 2 ways to, get your hands free and redirect the sound. So maybe you're saying, hey, I already have a little kickstand. I'm totally cool with that. I just want something to redirect my sound. And I'll show you real quick. Instead of cutting, all this, we're just going to cut a little half of a shell off of there. Well, not even, like a quarter of the paper. Keeping this nice little ridge. This is the direction we want the sound to travel. And taking these ends and bending them all up. So we want to make that like a big ear, I guess. Alright, again, just take a piece of little Scotch tape. Bada bing. Hand free. You can even curl this down some more so you get some more velocity out of it. I don't think I would curl it down anymore. I think that would do just great for you. That's your hand. It's the size of my hand. So I mean that's doing everything your hand does, I guess, right? So freeze your hand up. Now you're seeing, if you look at this, with this little piece, I can make a little mini TV stand as well. I'm not going to go through that with you. I can let you got the idea. You can go with it. All you got to do is just think outside the box. I might be on Twitch here pretty soon though, so that'd be pretty cool. You can come in and live stream. A lot of guys I'm meeting anyway for the first time, besides in iRacing where I'll only see their voice. Jumping on Twitch and checking out these guys that are, Matt Malone, he was going through not gonna stop until he hits Class B, and he was raging for quite a while doing that, and then he just, last night I was watching not gonna stop until he hits Class A. I didn't get to watch all of it, and I went to bed. Getting to Class A is a lot harder than getting from rookie class to Class D, or even to Class C. Once you get into B, you don't get the safety rating that you used to get. A 6 off is going to cost you safety rating instead of give you some. Each step, it takes a bit more, and I was really hoping for him. I was rooting for him to see if he can get into the A class. I think he might have, because last time I saw, he was pretty high on in the safety rating on Class B. So I'll have to check back in with him later. Instead, I figured I showed you guys what's in my brain. I'll show you around my rig on how I rednecked it. After we moved, I lost my original setup that I had, modified and tweaked. Well, I didn't have the room to put that in there anymore. It was kind of nice because I had the 50-inch plasma sitting on top of a desk that was also on top of another desk where my 42-inch plasma was sitting in there, and then I made myself a nice little table and I put 2 24 monitors. I know, it's the opposite of 42, so I went with the 24s because, 24s I think they're pretty ideal. I would like to get those a lot closer to my face, and I will, because I have another really cool project that I'm going to be rednecking it was a failed design single monitor stand that I got some parts and pieces to make that into a triple monitor stand. However, I like 4 monitors, so that's not going to cut it, so I'm going to have to redneck it a little bit to get that 4th monitor up, and this time I right now my monitor's off to one side or the other. This time I think I might go for a center shot right over the center monitor, so we'll see how that rolls. Hopefully this little rednecking thing will work for you. You might have a new TV. If you do, comment. See if you know. Try it out. Like I said, it's free. You're not wasting any money. I'm not making you go out and buy stuff. I mean, maybe if you needed some more paper plates, but that's kind of a good thing because it's still kind of summertime. I'm barbecuing and stuff, so yeah, you definitely usually have paper plates hanging around. Everybody has tape. I had rubber bands and newspaper. I know they don't have these cones. These cones are pretty cool. And I have this, check this out, this is a monster cone that I acquired that will actually fit the end right in the phone, right in there. This is, oh, there goes my phone. It's okay, it's no big deal. But, I have to thank every one of you guys for, supporting me. It's just really quite amazing. And until next time, guys, for Injayzbrain, I'm Jay. You have a great one. See you out there.